All right, so this is day 2. Yesterday we discussed, or rather I discussed, finding your why. Okay, remember, find the why so it can help you stay focused on your goals. I hope you took the time out to find your why because it is very important that you do. All right, so after you find your why, now you have to prepare, right? You know what you want, you know why you want it. Now you have to prepare for the second phase, which is planning. You have to plan, right? So in my case here, like I discussed yesterday, my why is to get rid of this little belly fat that I have going on here. And I'm going to use my own program that I wrote, that I use with my clients. I'm going to use it with myself. And you're going to see it here in real time. Every day I'm going to come on and do something. What I'm actually doing. And so you can see that it works. You'll see it with me. You'll see me slim down as the days go on. Okay. As the days turns into weeks, and the weeks turns into months, and next thing you know, 4 months will have passed by, and I will be at my goal weight. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is my courses are based on habit, on routine, because we know that when you create a habit, they're hard to get rid of. And if the habit does not serve you, it gets difficult, more difficult, right? If the habit's a good habit, keep it. But if the habit that you have, you know is not serving you, this is where this program comes in. For instance, if the first thing you do is reach for a bag of chips when you are anxious, that's a habit that was created, right? So you created that habit based on experience, based on something that you saw someone else do. I like to blame childhood because you know that if you had a boo-boo, your mommy will give you some ice cream. Or I was guilty of this. I had to take my son to get his injection. In his case, I would buy him a little toy because that's what he wanted. But you reward yourself for doing something that you don't like, right? Or you try to make yourself feel better when you feel not so good. So the habits that are ingrained from childhood, not all of them, but so that's a habit that you created, right? For instance, bad day, let me reach for the chips. Breakup, let me reach for the ice cream. You see that everywhere on TV. Well, if you have a breakup, let's eat ice cream. So you see, it's always some sort of habit that people begin, which does not serve them in the long run. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to change your habits one habit at a time. Like I said, we're going to transform your life one habit at a time. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to use myself as a guinea pig, of course. All right, so before we begin the actual program, what I like my clients to do is I like them to pick one habit that they want to change. Just one. Doesn't matter what it is, just pick one habit and start small. So for instance, I've had clients tell me that they want to sleep an hour earlier. That's a habit they want to begin just to get them into the mood of what it feels like to change a habit, right? I had another client tell me that she wanted to quit eating chocolate at nighttime. So that's a habit that we worked on for the first 2 weeks prior to the actual program. Now, I'm going to break it down for you for the next 6 days what we are going to talk about so you can get an idea of what has to be done, right? So first thing we do is we pick a habit that we know we are going to do for the next 2 weeks. Now, this habit in particular is going to be done for 1 week. Okay. The habit that I picked when I first started was eating mindfully. And it meant just shutting off the computer, the TV. I don't eat anymore with any distractions. It's just me and my food. Sometimes I eat in mixed company with my husband or my friends, and that's fine. But I still focus on what I'm tasting. I'm focusing on the aromas of the food. So my first habit that I did was to eat without distraction because I knew that that was something that I was suffering from. You know, eating while seeing TV, eating while working, eating while doing everything, and I wasn't paying any mind to what I was putting in my body. And I was eating in excess because mindless eating equals overeating. I should put that down somewhere. Mindless eating equals overeating. It does. All right. So mindless eating equals overeating. That's what I chose. However, you choose one that you want. Right. So you pick that one change. Okay. Think about it really, really, really well. Don't just pick anything. Pick something that you really, really, really want to change, and you know that you could do it. Okay, because remember, belief is the most important thing. You have to believe that it can be done so that you can do it. And trust me, belief is key. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to focus on a change. That's it. That is your assignment for today. My assignment for today already started, but my assignment was to pick a change. All right, whatever you want, pick one, implement it, come up, and tomorrow we'll go and we'll do step 2. Because we can do all steps now, but I don't want to rush it. I want us to take small steps. This is how you change. This is how your life gets better. This is how you make it work. You take a big goal and then you put it down to small bite-sized pieces. And every day you give a little bit more of your time, and every day you get a little bit focus on it until you achieve. Don't worry too much what happens at the end result, because that makes people more anxious. It's like work. Let's just say, right, you are working, right? And it used to happen to me a lot. When I used to work from 8 to 3 at the gym, every day, 2:30 to 3 p.m. was the longest half hour of my life. I would spend all the time just focusing on that half hour. Oh my God. I would walk the gym, go to the bathroom, look at the clock. It was 2:31. I would go again, come back. It was 2:35. So when you focus on the end result, then it makes it more difficult. So have your goal. We know what it is already. You worked on your why yesterday. Today you're going to pick a habit that you want to change. Think about it really well. It may require some work, some inner work to know exactly what it is that you want to change. Pick something small, and every day we're going to take the steps necessary so you can start that change. Don't start the habit now. We are only going to prepare for the habit. And I do the same thing with my clients. And when my clients start my program, they have to prepare for the program. They have to get their mindset correct. They have to make a vow. They have to create time. It has to be done before we actually begin the program. The same thing. I have my clients do a food diary. They have to tell me what they're eating before we start, so I can have an idea how to help them. Okay? So I hope this helps. Anyway, tomorrow we will pick that one change, and then we'll start doing the rest. All right, guys. So don't forget, next 2 weeks, put your mindset on, put it into your mind that you are going to whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so let's get into that mindset going on there.